so now the teaching part is starting from high pat on the horse, okay? And I'll try to give you a little bit more support in the harder movements, okay? Agree? Yeah? All right. Single whip. Show me your single whip going this way. Single whip. So, yeah, so some people have it. Some people say, what's single whip? So here we go. Facing the field, 2 feet on 2 different lines, parallel to each other. Drag the right one back 45 degrees and flex your knees like this. Okay, so you're in a bow stance. So the knee cannot go beyond the toes. But if you're tight in, then you have no choice. So you're going to have to bring that back foot a little further back, but not too wide, in a comfortable position. Okay, I'm going to turn you this way so you can see better. 2 feet on 2 different lines facing the bulletin board. Drag the back one back 45 degrees. To me, I have 2 blocks of span. That might be okay for you. The left hand, the forward hand, is wearing its mittens in line with where your feet are. Not fully extended because yang style is soft. There is always a bend in the elbow. The right hand is not at shoulder length, but a little higher. It has a hook. The 4 fingers are surrounded by the thumb, and the wrist drops down. Do you look like me? This is single whip. I'm going to turn around. This is single whip, okay? Left hand, forward hand wears a mitten, about shoulder or chest level. The tips of the fingers say about shoulder, okay? The right hand is the hook hand. My thumb is surrounded by my fingers in a soft hook, soft way, and the wrist is dropped, okay? And it's not across my shoulder, but slightly in the back and slightly higher. This is called single whip, okay? When we're in a single whip position, we can now transition into something called sit back. Half step forward, just do what I do, on my toe, wait, lost my balance there, on my toe. Sit back on your back foot. Do not force your hands to come as open, but as it sits back, the weight on your back foot, it naturally does that. Let's do it a little bit more. 45 degrees in the back foot, half step forward, sit back. You notice that as I sit back, the weight is on the right foot and the front foot is on its toe because it's nearly weightless. Again, 45 degrees, mittens on the front, hook on the back a little higher. Half step forward, sit back. To sit back and open like this, we know now that you understand that the weight is on the back. If you did not open the hand, the palms, you probably have more weight in the front foot. But to relax and weight that back foot, you are now in this position, on your toe, right? So you can say a reality check. Can you lift that front foot up? And this is the natural form. Then you're going to pat your horse. The front hand goes up his mane as the left hand comes closer to your waist. Don't move. This is how you should be looking. Half step, sit back. This is the position you're at. Left hand at your hip, touching. Right hand closer to the middle of your body and the energy in your palm, okay? Curved hands rather than straight hands, rounded circles, okay? Left hand check to see if it's sitting on your hip. Is it sitting on your hip? Do you touch it? Do you feel it? Is it here or is it here? It's here, okay? The left hand is here, 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 touching, okay? No place else. Cross at your wrist, yeah? Cross at your wrist. So one left hand palm is facing you, right hand is always palms away. We're going to veer out to our left. You have a left? Step out with your heel of your left as you reposition your hand so both palms are down. Shift your weight. Come up, right hand, right foot ready to go. Kick out. Down, in, down on an L stance. Bring your elbows in, round out. This is called double punch. Okay, let's do it all before we get into details. We said that we would start with single whip. Give me a good single whip. Wear your mittens. 45 the back foot. Give me a good hook that's slightly higher. Half step forward. Sit back. Left foot comes up as you pat your horse on your toe. Cross at the wrist. Swivel back out to the left on your heel. Gather energy. That's our rounded spiral. Up with our right. Kick out right. In. L stance on our heel. Tuck those wrists and elbows in. Look through your double punch. So double punch, you're punching the guy's ears. So he doesn't have a face this way. He comes in more, right? About the size of your face is fine. Sit back, lower. Pivot the front foot all the way around. This time left foot comes up and left hand comes up. And you kick out. And in. Okay? One more time. 2 feet on two, side by side. Drag the back one back. 45-degree single whip. Got your mittens. Got it higher in the back. Half step forward. Sit back. Lift the front foot up as you pat your horse, making sure that left hand comes closer to your hips and waist. Swivel on the cable as you cross. Swivel again to come out. Gather energy. Right hand, right foot up and out. And in, L stance. Look through your double punch. Sit back. Pivot. Left hand outside. Left foot coming up, and kick out, and in, and down. Okay, your turn to watch. I'm gonna face you first, okay? 2 feet on two different lines, 45 the back foot, wearing my mittens, hook hand slightly higher. Single whip, half step forward, sit back. High pat on the horse. Cross at your wrist. Step out, heel down. Round out your energy. Come up and out. In. Drop gently on your heel. Look through your double punch. Sit back. Pivot all the way around. Round out. Ground yourself. Left hand, left foot up. And out. And this way, okay? And when you do this, make sure we talked about heel comes out in line, come down. And even in this setting position, you can round it out, you can soften it out. Make sure when you do golden cockerel now, you shift your weight, you turn on that cable. That's part of that roundness. That's a part about how we warmed up our hips and waist, okay? Don't forget, that's part of the roundness, is to swivel and turn and make your hips and waist direct your movements, okay? Let's string it along now, okay, as best as we can, starting from commencing form, okay? Give yourself some space, start on towards your right, okay? Be smart. Here we go. Commencing form, shift weight to the right, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, rotate. Take a deep breath in as we elevate both hands, shoulder level. Drop your shoulders, flex your knees. Hands go for the ride. Round out with your ball and a T, no lifting your shoulders out and to the side. Round out, part the wild horse's mane, making sure you have your mittens. Sit back, twist step, T, ball, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, out, ball for better balance, L stance, final parting of the wild horse's mane. Half step forward, spin the ball, look to your right hand as your left hand looks like it's brushing it, point it out, angle the baby finger to the edge of your left shoulder blade. Drop your front foot, bring in that right top hand as you bisect, swirl back, bring it to the ear, lift up the front foot, spiral forward, brush knee 1. Sit back, pivot out, spiral, look, brush knee 2. Wear the mittens, sit back, twist, spiral up and down, turn the hips and waist, final brush knee. Half step forward, sit back, rock the front foot, play your lute on your heel. Drop your front foot, center the front hand, spiral up as you glance, weight on the back, Tai Chi walk backwards, pivot on the ball, repulse monkey 1. Center, higher, glance, lift up, toe, heel, pivot on the ball of your front foot as you meet in the center. Don't forget to put your right hand by your hip. Center, glance at the higher back hand, lift up, toe, heel, pivot on the ball of your right foot as you meet, push and pull. Last one, center, higher, glance, lift up, modify that foot so that it's almost parallel so that when we get into this position, you don't have to fudge that parallel foot. Ward off, out and to the side, push your opponent away. Turn your hips and waist, give your hands a free ride. Turn your hips and waist, contact, turn your hips and waist, brings you to the center to push out. Wear your mittens and roll back. Don't forget your spirals and your soft circles. Sit back, circle, twist, full circle, out, push out. Move your hips and waist, reposition, spiral, spiral, roll back, and out. Sit back, twist. The cup gives you a spiral. The cup gives you another spiral. The hook, and across your face, another spiral. Single whip. Half step. Sit back. On your toe of the front. Lift up that front foot as you go up the horse's mane. Cross as you rotate on your spindle. Step out and rotate on your spindle. Gather that rounded energy. Up and out and in, away from the back foot on your heel. Spiral through your double punch. Sit back, pivot, spin, left hand, left foot up, and follow your kick. And in, and hook. Toe goes down in line with your heel. Let's take it slowly. Down, sit down on that right. Halfway. Pivot on the left foot to carry you to the left as you set. When you come up, spin on your spindle as you take a golden cockerel. Down, spin, hook, that's higher, split, down, sit down, halfway, pivot on the front foot as you veer to the right to set. Shift weight, spin on that axle, golden cockerel. Extend the knee with the heel. Hold your ball for better balance. Heel out, right hand above your head, turn hips and waist, push out. Sit back, Pivot out slightly, hold your ball, shift weight. Left foot out, left hand above the head, turn hips and waist, maiden on her left. Half step to the back, across your hips and waist, down to the bottom of the seat. One hand, two hands, then your foot. Start in the middle. You can still spiral as you do a single flash arms. Sit back, twist, spiral, lift, spin out, deflect, spiral to parry, then to punch. Touch, open, spiral back, spiral up forward, twist. Any spirals? Twist. Any semicircles? Up. Any spirals? In. Spiral out. Little rounded, not so straight. Round out when you touch, as you now close your form. Okay. So hopefully with that short practice of those few movements, we got in a couple of things, at least a couple of things. Sequencing, as well as detailed instructions, and then at the same time, remembering to use our spirals. All right, let's look at Serpent in the Grass and Maiden works her shuttle, okay? So we said, in order to be a good serpent, we would have to have good feet alignment. 2 feet apart from each other on line. Put the right foot at the corner or bisecting of a block. The heel is there. The toe of the left foot goes in line and comes down. Parallel feet and in line, right? So the toe of the left foot has to be on or near that line that your right heel is on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Show me by dragging the left foot by the heel and coming straight out and dropping down. And then ask yourself, are they parallel? At all points that we talked about, the weight remains on the planted right foot. It never transfers as this goes down. But as it goes down, the weight starts to shift because our waist is making our body movements, including the bottom part of ourselves, move. So we're going to look at how the sitting on the back foot helps us to move our upper body. Okay, so I'm going to do it for you and see if I can explain it in the best way that I know. Okay, so this is my hook, and this is my weighted foot. This is the best split I can do where I am in line with the heel of the planted foot. It doesn't have to be high, but it should be higher because you're looking at it. If you start low, you don't have that drop. Okay, or I guess that's an easy way or easy word to say that drop or that distance or momentum to come down. So this is already planted, and when this comes down, it's even heavier planted. It's grounded, it feels very heavy. So I'm here, I kicked out with my left, I come in, I find that spot, I'm grounded, I ground even more. I come down on that back foot. I come to what I call my middle. I start to pivot and veer to my left. And the hook hand now becomes faces upward. I'm about 50-50 or 60-40, 60 in the front. I shift my weight to the front foot and spin slightly as I take a golden cockerel. I come down knowing that when I spin, I should be in line with this foot here. I have my hook. I'm down here. I split parallel. I come weighted down. Halfway, I veer to my right, and everything comes with me. I'm balanced. I come up. I spin slightly to the right to come up. I come down on my heel. I hold my ball. I come out with my heel. At the same time, my right foot comes out with its heel. The right hand comes up. The hips and waist turn to spin, to shuttle to my right. I sit back. I twist out. I shift my weight. I come out on an L. This happens, out. Turn my hips and waist, and I'm here. Half step to the back, across my hips and waist to the bottom of the sea. One hand, two hands, and my foot. Start in the middle, touch. Spiral forward, bring it back. Sit back. Twist step. Kick out with my right heel as I deflect. Spiral in, spiral out. Touch, roll back. Sit back, twist, open. Same as the 10 form, same as the 16 closure. So we should be really good at it, okay? Embrace, in, out, drop your shoulders. Okay, ready to try that? Double punch, sit back, twist, round, left foot up, out, in, first serpent. Okay, this one, down, pivot, hook. This foot did not move. It's found its place before it spun around to make the hook. Come out. Don't turn that foot yet. Only here when the body warrants the turn. And then up. Okay? Don't be in a rush to turn that foot. Okay, so you know what? It's a real complicated movement. So grab what you can, and then once you get comfortable with that, we'll add a little bit more to it, okay? So we said that we would start from double punch, okay? Right foot, double punch, forward. Sit back, pivot, left foot up, left hand on the outside, kick out, in, hook, down, halfway, spin out to the left, set, come up, spin on that axle, golden cockerel. Toe in line with the heel, spin, hook, out, parallel, down, sit down on that left, veer to the right, set, shift weight, spin, golden cockerel. Extend the knee on a heel, hold your ball. Extend your heel, right hand above, turn hips and waist, shuttle right. Sit back, out, hold ball, heel, left hand above, turn hips and waist, shuttle left. Okay, so look towards the back door, angle that way, right foot forward, double punch. Sit back, pivot the right foot to the clock wall, left hand on the outside, left foot coming up, kick out, in, split, down, halfway, veer to the left, set, shift weight, up, toe, spin, hook, split, down, halfway, veer right, set, up, spin on that axle, golden cockerel. Heel down, hold your ball. Heel out, right hand above the head, turn hips and waist, shuttles right. Sit back, twist out, hold ball, left foot, left hand above, spin, turn, shuttles left. Half step to the back, round out that hand that goes across, needle to the bottom of the seat. One hand, two hands, L stance, bow stance. Sit back, twist, fist, and then I lose you, but continue. Heel out, deflect, then parry.